This is a cute little squirrel feeder. Now this squirrel feeder is meant to be installed on a tree. I'm not going to be installing this today, but I will show you how to install it. The reason I'm not installing it is because we just simply don't have any squirrel around here. Now I know that that's hard to believe, and people think, well, if you feed it, it will come. But that's not the case. You see, I've got a Great Pyrenees, I got a golden retriever, I got about 20 chickens, ducks, and guinea fowl, and we just got too much stuff around here for any squirrel to be around. So I could take it out to the timber, but that just wouldn't be the same thing. So we're just going to show you the squirrel feeder down here. I'm going to teach you how to install it, and then you're going to be ready to go. So what you have here is the squirrel feeder. You do have a platform right here for the squirrel to sit on. You got a spike right here for some squirrel corn, and then you've also got a bowl to feed them out of. Now this bowl does have a ton of holes through it, like a colander, so that rain can go through, or if you are putting some grain in there and the shaft would go through, things like that. So what you're going to do here is take the 2 screws that they send with this, and then you're going to mount it or install it onto a tree, a fixed position, in a tree that your squirrel are typically around. So I'm going to show you how to do that just real quick, because I don't think it's going to be a big deal for you to hang this anywhere. One thing that you might be concerned about is damaging the tree, but these are just a little 2-inch screw here, so they're not going to go in deep enough to really damage your tree. I'm going to put this into a 2x4 just so that you can get an idea of what it looks like when it is installed. So okay, so just the 2 screws, really simple to do. You got your bowl here, you got your platform here, you got your spike here for your ear of corn or whatever you may be sticking on there for the squirrel. The only thing that I would say about this concerning the installation is that you're going to want to use a drill, and you're also going to want to use an extension on that drill, because the spike does get in the way of the drill, and you're not going to be able to just use the screwdriver when you are inserting these screws into a tree unless you pre-drill the hole. But even after that, I think it's going to be pretty tough with a screwdriver to get that in there with that spike in the way. That's the only flaw in the design that I see, and I really don't see any other way that you could have done this unless you make the spike here to be something that you install with a screw and a nut. You know what I mean? It's welded in here right now, and it's not movable, which means that it's going to be directly in the way of your drill or your screwdriver. So just take that into consideration. Outside of that, pretty neat little squirrel feeder here. It's going to be waterproof. It's going to stand through the weather. And I tell you what, your squirrel are really going to love this.